Back to Beal. Bridges outside. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. It's a one-on-one situation. Keeps it alive. Neto grabs the miss.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
Assisted by
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And a nice finish on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 21.
Great concentration through the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent focus.
Now Porzingis. Here's Neto. Give him 8 points now. Beal's shot is off. Here's Z. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Kuzma with the ball. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Nurkic's shot is good. And now an 8-point San Antonio lead.
It's going to take more effort than that to stop Nurkic from scoring. He's a tough-minded big who plays with physicality.
Here's Beal. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Kuzma. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 21. And the shot goes down. Give him 23.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
Outside Porzingis. They get the rebound. Avdia, another shot. And the layup is up and in. Avdia's got his third basket on the night right there.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Z. 4 on the clock. Rebound Washington. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Neto going inside. Beal from outside. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far. The Spurs have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. It doesn't go for him. Washington trailing. To the inside. Pass to Neto. This for the tie! And the Wizards with another 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
A different look for San Antonio. Gafford, he's checked in for Nurkic. Porter Jr. comes in for Kuzma. And it's Thomas in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Thompson, he's checked in for Washington. Kispert comes in for Avdia. Here's Thomas. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Washington has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Well, with Isaiah Thomas at the controls, this offense is in very good hands, guys.
Here's Beal. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Pass to Z. Here's Thomas. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Wizards. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Wizards ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Neto attacking.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And that one falls. That puts them up 1 point in the game now. The Wizards making a switch here. Both good from the line that time. Here's Thomas. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Pass to Z. Shot clock at 5. Fades and shoots. And he gets that one. He's got 22.
Boy, nice shot. He didn't need the fadeaway to create separation, though. He was wide open.
Right side, Fournier. And Gafford with the block. Here's Z. 22 points for him. Pass to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And here's Beal.
You know, we've seen him just tear after the rebounds tonight. No fear. You have to love that effort.
Z shot is good. And the Spurs lead by 4.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Pass to Beal from the arc. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 5 rebounds in the game.
What I admire about Bradley Beal is his steady growth. Not just in his overall game, but how he's embraced becoming a leader. He's someone his teammates really look up to.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Neto's shot is good.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Boy, Beal's rise continues to impress. Every season, Grant, he improves as a scorer especially.
And the older he gets, the more wisdom he attains. Both on and off the court, his guys expect him to lead the charge. It's something that he takes great pride in.
The rebound by the Spurs. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. And it's Gafford missing. Washington has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the 3rd quarter. Fournier, the pass to Beal. Gafford against Thompson. Driving inside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Boy, nice effort from Thompson there. Finishes the drive with the hammer slam.
Here's Thomas. Neto grabs the miss. Neto's got 4 rebounds now.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
Here's Z, pounded by Beal. Here he goes. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Pass to Thompson. Fournier with the ball. Back to Thompson. And Gafford with the block. Here's Thomas. Step back and fire. And he comes up with a bucket. Give him 30. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for San Antonio?
We've seen them make the extra effort defensively, rotating, closing out airspace, and sending shots back.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Neto. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And the Spurs with some changes. Harris is checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Payton is subbed in for Thomas. Avdia, he's checked in for Washington. Here's Z, hounded by Beal. Gafford passes to Harris. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Harris. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Washington trailing. Beal outside. And then Beal with the dunk.
We know this. Bradley Beal is an elite scorer who will take advantage of every opportunity.
Here's Z, defended by Thompson. 32 seconds left in the third. Pass to Payton. From behind the arc. They get it again.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Washington has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Now Beal. He's got 19. Outside Fournier. That one's in there. On the nice assist from Beal. Beal's got 5 assists tonight.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
3 quarters of play and a close. Greg Popovich addressing his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Everybody got to rotate, rebound, there's pace going back.
And it's been a so for the Wizards. Thompson comes in for Avdia, and it's Bridges in for Fournier. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
Now, something else we've seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to drop. Big points coming from three-point range right now.
And so in the game for Washington, we've got Thomas Bryant. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Tristan Thompson. Then it's Miles Bridges, and it's Beal. In at the point.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Caldwell Pope's checked in for Porter Jr. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Neto's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Bryant outside. Pass to Neto. And he's going for the lob. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, excellent concentration from Bryant on the offensive end, actively looking for ways to facilitate for his team.
Here's Thomas, inside. Here's Z. Soft touch off the glass. 32 points in the game for him.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down. There in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge, find a way, and he does.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Off target with the three.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Bryant finds Beal. And he banks in the layup. Beal's got 27 points.
Oh, such a close game. He's finally starting to help out. Only 2 for 7 in the fourth quarter.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Nurkic. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Thomas. Takes one from 10 feet. That one a little long. Here's Neto. Nice D from Gafford. Here's Z. Pass to Gafford. To take the lead. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Nurkic. The Spurs making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Avdia's checked in. Washington's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. And here's Beal. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials. For recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
So it's Washington now. Oh, there's the alley! And it's Bridges with the jam.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Pass to Z. And he drives in. Hammers it home.
So nice. B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And the Wizards call time here.
They're sending guys to the charity stripe way more than they should be. You'd like to see better positioning defensively.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Bradley Beal.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Wizards was getting across in the huddle. He complimented the three-point shooting. He said, quote, "It's one thing to get the look, it's another to bury it. I believe in you guys. I think you've got this game on lock. Let's go out there and let's take this. Guys."
Great work, Allie. Thanks. The Wizards with a lead. Now a timeout called by Washington. Beal with it. Back to Neto. Pass to Beal. Driving in. The rebound by the Spurs. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Here's Caldwell Pope. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. To the middle. And it's Bridges with the jam.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
The shot is good.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Now here's Beal. He's guarded closely. Driving to the basket. And then Beal with the dunk.
Oh, key bucket from Beal. How about that under pressure?
To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Beal's shot is good.
With the pressure on, Bradley Beal at his absolute best.
San Antonio trailing here. Down low. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's going to be on Thomas Bryant. And the free throw is good. Now leading by one.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Beal, the pass to Bridges. Up high, and down it goes on the lob. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. He gets it in there.
It's great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Now here's Beal. No good there. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here's Z, pounded by Beal. Lets the three fly. And connects from downtown.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Now a timeout called by Washington. They're losing by 4. 27 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
All right, this is taking 94. Get on and get loud for your Rock Squad. Let's go!
27 seconds left to play in the fourth. There's the three. Caldwell Pope pulls it in.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from three is not the answer.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Porzingis is checked in for Washington.
Taking 2 shots.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Miles Bridges.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
I think what you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the size, athleticism, and instincts he brings to the position. This guy has the whole package.
And another miss by Washington. Here's Z. So we see the Spurs get the win here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Shai, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you later.
Body like a Laker girl too, but I can't hoop. Might around and drop 40 right in the booth. Lamar Park never fold, but I'll bend the rules. Garfway 6F, Ben had a wrist swag. Looking for my other half, shoot like Chris Stapps. I used to wear Guess. Yeah, now Adidas pay me just to get fresh. Wake up, show type like Swantech. Can't out-rap me, Lord, I confess. Go with the kid, that's a safer. Me, I'm going for the win. They expect on my own connect. I run my own sessions. Executive produce, put on for the section. Driving down Western, what a blessing. Finesse everything that was on my checklist. Ops wanna know who I'm having with. Saw my name cause they really desperate. Dressing like me, gotta stay protected. Legend in my own mind, Machiavelli. Tell me I'm their favorite MC, so I really had to see mom's name on my sleeve. Am I really that nice? Gotta always keep it G. I don't explain much, I just keep a chain tuck and keep a tuck. Started on that school bus, now I'm in a big truck. In us, we trust, and pics hold my up. Never watching Friday in the old school, making bucks. If you haven't made 7 figures, can't relate to us. I own everything, saw my name, this major, bruh. Touch C notes every day, give away the ones. Garfway 6F, Ben had a rich swag. Looking for my other half, shoot like Chris Stapps. Yeah. This major, bruh. Yeah. It's presidential. Lamar Park.
It's your boy Dan Rue. Many of you guys know me from doing dances throughout the few years. They put my jump shot in the game like 2 years ago, so everybody uses my jump shot because it's wet. Don't be jealous. Is your jump shot in the game?
No.
Exactly.
Professor, what do you think of NBA 2K23 so far?
It was dope. Right away looking at it, you could see the graphic upgrades. You know, like sometimes in the past people be like, oh, it's 2K, it's always pretty good, but like this one was exceptional. Right when I looked at it, I had like double take. I'm like, this is a real game? Like.
So you're getting scanned today. How excited are you about that?
I'm super excited because A, now I get to play as myself in the game, and I'm gonna start playing more than I do normally. And then B, I have history with 2K. So from 2K7 to 2K12, we did a lot of like the signature moves for a lot of like the NBA All-Stars and stuff like that. So to come back here and be in collaboration is awesome.
The game is actually really smooth. I like it. They slowed it down a little bit. It's more realistic. Until I get in the park and I max out 99 overall, we're gonna see what really happens.
Corey, we're here at NBA 2K23 Summer League. How's your Summer League been thus far?
It's dope so far. I just landed, kind of came straight into this, played a game of 2K, and just kind of mingling around and checking out the scene, and it's like good vibes in here, so I'm happy. Yeah.
You are getting a taste of NBA 2K23 for the first time. What do you think of the gameplay?
Super dope. Like the last one, I was a little like, it was a little hard for me on free throws, but this one, it seems like they made it a little bit easier for your boy. So I don't know, I'm super hyped. They said it was like an early version of the game, so super excited to see where it goes, but so far so good.
Anything else you want to talk about 2K related?
I'm super excited for the new game. I love the covers. I love that like D-Book has his shoe like kind of like the focal point in it, and it says Be Legendary. And I think he's a legend, just signed like a crazy extension. I love like the women's cover, love the Michael Jordan cover. You might see some circulate in the new game. Super excited for that. And yeah, like shout out to the whole 2K family, and thank you for always having me be a part.
What's up, guys? We're here with Peniel, and we are talking NBA 2K23. You recently got into the game since NBA 2K17. What are you excited about for this year's game?
Well, for the first time, I got my face scan.
Yeah.
So I guess getting to play as me and my player, because I usually only play my player. So I guess that, but then also, since I'm from Chicago, I am a Bulls fan. So the legendary version, I think, the cover was MJ, so I'm pretty excited about that too.
What's your my player?
I actually...
And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River. We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation. And here we can check out the story for him. And hey, Dave.
Good evening.
Like you, David, on the sideline. Boy, I love Gilgeous-Alexander in his game. Deep thank you. And the starting group for the Spurs. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Z. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1 spot. And for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Also Josh Hart out there. And it's Eubanks in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Lillard gets it to go. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, midseason. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just see them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
Connects from three-point range. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, you like to try and run Lillard off of that spot because, man, he gets it going out there, he's going to hurt you.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Now here's Little. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Watford. That one goes in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Nurkic. Bangs home the trifecta. Z's got 5 now.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Now Little. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. The Trailblazers rebound. Goes up again. Rebounds San Antonio.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
And that one's good. Lillard.
Oh, he's effective in the catch and shoot dating back to his college days. Lillard has brought that skill to the pros.
Myers passes to Caldwell-Pope. It's stolen by Little. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And Hart has it in the corner. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, I think for the Spurs, they're obviously trending in a positive direction, but still working out some of those early season timing issues. But I have to say, I like what I'm seeing.
Now, here's Caldwell-Pope. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Nurkic trying to get open, and Caldwell-Pope gets the basket.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside.
Here's Little. He had 15 points last outing. Back to Lillard. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Passes to Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Nurkic. From outside the arc. And there's Caldwell-Pope. That's good on the assist by Nurkic. Caldwell-Pope's got 5 points so far. Here's Hart. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And Hart, the last pick of the first round in that 2017 draft. And not sure why so many teams passed on this talented young man. But, boy, he is terrific.
One place we've really gotten used to seeing Josh Hart make an impact is on the glass.
You know what's huge about that, Kevin, is a guard willing to go in and get rebounds just ignites the fast break. I know there are big guys that bust out, but when a guard does it, he gets up to speed and is surveying the floor, and that's where Josh Hart becomes one of those guys that has tremendous value in starting your fast break.
Here's Hart after the basket by Yusuf Nurkic. Lillard from outside. It's not going to go for him. Myers, defended by Hart.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Watford. Here's Eubanks. Shoots over Nurkic. Eubanks, no good. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Myers driving to the basket. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Spurs. So he gets them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they've put up this month. The Spurs second.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Hart. It's deflected. Myers passes to Caldwell Pope. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Here's Gafford. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Lillard left side. Looking to end the run. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got 13.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Myers passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Kuzma. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Hart. Just 3 to shoot. Gafford misses.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Portland moving the ball over. A three-pointer, no good. Spurs leading by 4. Here's Myers. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 13 points in the game.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Lillard, bounce pass. Here's Watford. Takes a 3. And it's Damian Lillard with the 3.
And we could be having one of those nights where he becomes the one-man show for his ball club. You just don't need to tell him to keep scoring. He'll do it.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Against Washington, he was really on his game. The rebound by Watford. Trailblazers trail by 3. The pass to Little. Shoots from 12. The offensive rebound. Eubanks. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Really strong rebounding on the interior. He gets the easy putback.
Myers, defended by Hart. Myers passes to Gafford, and that one is good. And the Spurs lead by 3.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Watford, guarded by Kuzma. Steps back and fires. That one misses. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Myers passes to Kuzma. Down low, Gafford. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And it's a 5-point Spurs lead. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Well, they were obviously the superior team a year ago, but a lot can change from one season to the next in the NBA. Let's see how this game plays out before we make any rush to judgment as to how they'll...
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. On the court for San Antonio, they've got Kyle Kuzma. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Z. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. Trailblazers trail by 5. Pass to Eubanks. Done with it. Tries a 3. Portland again missing. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Myers, covered by Winslow. Gilgeous-Alexander against Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Caldwell-Pope, and it's good. 2 points. Caldwell-Pope's got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's guarded closely. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-Star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. Pass to Myers. There's the feed to Nurkic. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Well, you look at Z, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.